Hey everybody, welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jordan.
And I'm Nate Kinzel.
And a wild one at Charlotte this past weekend. It was a long weekend. We had racing Friday through Monday. Racing got rained out Saturday, Sunday at Charlotte. But yeah, was an exciting one.
Yeah, I mean, this is once I got to racing on Monday, yeah, it was a good show. It was everything that we thought it was going to be, and yeah, that just goes to show that this next gen car puts on some damn good racing on these intermediate tracks.
You got that right, buddy. All right, before we dig into everything, let's start off with our diecast of the week. Buddy, what you got for us?
Wow, we're going to talk about this in a little bit, but Mr. Corey LaJoie is about to have the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, no.
And, oh, yes. And I have one Corey LaJoie diecast to my name, and it was probably the wackiest diecast, the goofiest diecast in my collection, minus the, yeah, here we go. Corey LaJoie, the face mask car from a couple of years back. I don't know why I got this car. I really don't. It was just one of those. I think I got it on like the Black Friday sale for like $20, and I was like, why not? No, that didn't happen. Here's what happened. I pre-ordered it. Why did I pre-order it? I have no fucking idea why I pre-ordered this of all cars. Literally, the scheme is Corey LaJoie's hair.
Yeah,
that's his hair, and then the hood is that. That's a damn weird car. But yeah, I remember pre-ordering it, and then all of a sudden I get a charge to my bank account. I was like, what diecast did I get? I don't remember. And lo and behold, it showed up, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Totally forgot about it. But yep, old Hot Shoe, old Corey LaJoie, he's in the news this week. He's about to have the opportunity of a lifetime. He's gonna go from having his face on the hood to driving a championship car for 1 week. So what a turnaround!
Oh man, yep. Rest in peace, Go Fast Racing.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
What a garbage organization that was. Alrighty, so for my diecast of the week, we got cars going to Gateway in St. Louis, Missouri this weekend, and that's the home of Anheuser-Busch. So I had to bust out Kevin Harvick's 2017 Busch Beer diecast. This is a chrome one too. It just looks so good. Yeah, so can't wait for Gateway this weekend. See the Busch car back out there.
Yes, sir. Still to this day, I've seen the Busch car one time, and it was a Busch Light Apple. Every other time I go to races in person, Kevin's always running something different.
He was running a Busch car at Gateway last year when we went.
Yeah, it's a Busch Apple car. That's what I said.
No, that wasn't a Busch Apple car. It was like
right.
the Busch friendly
Midwest.
I want to
see a genuine Busch car, not these stupid hashtags on the side of it. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure he has like a normal Busch Beer paint scheme this weekend. And I need to look at the lineup from Bob Pockers because now I'm a little worried that it's going to be a shitty. Let's see. It just says Busch Light, so I mean that could mean anything. So we'll see.
We shall see.
Alrighty, so let's get into our top stories, and the big one from this weekend, man, oh man, happened Monday during the Coca-Cola 600. I mean, everybody knows what happens. Denny Hamlin put Chase Elliott into the wall. Chase Elliott retaliated and right reared Denny into the wall, and Chase Elliott suspended 1 week. Won't be racing at Gateway.
I mean, this is something that needed to happen. Denny went old savage mode after the race, and he posted the data that they were going to look at, and the data showed that Chase Elliott, he turned that wheel as hard as he could on that lap where he put Denny into the wall. So that was clear as day
Before
right
Brad
there.
made contact.
Before, yeah, and then the video is clear as day that before Brad made contact, Chase was already turning that son bitch into Denny, and Denny going into the wall. But I mean, yeah, we like that. There's no place for that in our sport to right hook somebody like that. I mean, we saw the scary crash last year with Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson, and Bubba rightfully got suspended for a race. So this was no different. You right hook somebody, you're gonna get suspended. And yeah, Chase gave the interview that everybody knew he was going to give. It was like a PR interview right there. You're not going to go out and admit and say it because we know what that gets you. You can just ask the guy he put in the wall about admitting to the intentionally wrecking people.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so he gave the response he's going to give, and now he's going to sit his ass on the couch while everybody else goes to race that gateway. But yeah, that one was clear as day. So they made the right call.
Yeah, I would say definitely the right call. Just not safe nowadays with all the injuries that we saw last season with this car. You can't do that whatsoever, especially right there on the straightaway. So really immature from Chase Elliott. I'm really surprised I did not see Chase Elliott kind of doing this kind of crap. But
Oh, this is what happens when Chase Elliott throws a fit. I mean, he put his own damn teammate. He wrecked his own damn teammate at Auto Club last year for getting into him. So yeah, I'm not really surprised at all. And then he said it best. He just throws a tantrum, and that's what happens. And finally, NASCAR decided even the Golden Boy can't get away with right hooking somebody. But it raises the question, like Chase Elliott's already gotten one waiver granted from injury. And I've just been seeing people saying like, "Well, is he what? He shouldn't get his waiver granted for this one." Like, when's the
I,
last time that somebody's gotten two waivers granted in a season? He's going to get it. I mean, Johnny Sauter got his playoff waiver granted for doing the same shit a couple years ago at
mhm.
Iowa. So it's going to happen, but it just raises the question. And it's just like, when's the last time somebody's had to get two waivers granted by NASCAR in the same season?
Yeah, I think it's one too many. I mean, yeah, he's granted to get the waiver after his injury, but not you're going to get a second waiver for coming back after intentionally wrecking someone on the front stretch, possibly injuring them. No, man, I don't think they should give him the waiver. But you're right, man. It's NASCAR's golden boy. They have to do it. But
They're
if
gonna
if
do it,
I
but
if I was in control with no bias, dude, you get no waiver. You've already fucked yourself twice this year.
yeah, the injury's the injury, like sure, but now you're gonna like Denny even said like his neck was sore from after that. So yeah, it was a hard hit.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him, man. I saw the in-car camera and his
Yeah,
head was bobbing all around, man.
so yeah, I mean he put his life in danger, and if yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't grant the waiver, but they're going to. Uh, that would just, oh man, to see the reaction on Twitter if they're just like, yeah, you're not gonna give Chase a waiver. He's done.
Oh, the delusional Elliott fans would have a
No.
field day. Oh my god.
Oh man, that would be incredible.
Yes, it would.
One
But
one one can dream.
yep. But with Chase Elliott being suspended for this weekend, that means I guess Corey LaJoie is going to be stepping into the 9 car. Honestly, this was kind of the last driver that I would be seeing taking over the 9 since he already has a full-time commitment in the 7 car. I thought it would be like a truck series driver, maybe someone like Christian Eckes. I mean, he already has a Napa sponsorship. He drives for Chevy. It makes the most amount of sense. Or someone like I don't know, Carson Hocevar or something, but Carson
Oh
Hocevar is going to be
God.
taking over the 7, but I don't know. It's just really weird how they're moving Corey from the 7 to the 9 just for this one race.
Yeah, it's interesting how that all went down. I think it just comes down. I think the only reason he's in this car is because Josh Bear is going to be halfway across the country in
Yeah.
Oregon for the Xfinity Series race. Otherwise, I think it was going to be his ride again. But yeah, this one it's interesting. I mean, Corey's had a nice season with Spire, running anywhere from like 17th to 20th every single week, which I mean, that's solid. But other than that, I can't. He gets the most out of his equipment, but to me, he's just another Matt Benedetto, and I think that's what he's going to turn into.
Yeah,
Like, I really like, this is only a one-time thing for him, so he's gonna have to show out. But is he really gonna be in a place to show out? Because this is a one-time thing, brand new team. Corey doesn't really have experience running up front in any series that he's ever raced in NASCAR. He can't even run up front in the trucks when he steps down there. So he just does. I just think he lacks that experience, and I think that Sunday is really going to be an eye opener for some people as to like, why did he get this opportunity? But I think he runs anywhere from 13th to 19th, and yeah, that'll be that because I don't think he's going to be in a position to be aggressive. You don't want to wreck the car. He's in it for one week, so I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like he kind of has to go balls out for this one. I mean,
This is it.
honestly, the way I look at it, this car wrecked you at Atlanta last year, so you don't really have to take good care of it.
Yeah,
But
other
uh
yeah.
but I do think he has to show out this weekend. He has to be aggressive if he wants to make a name for himself and maybe get a top ride in the upcoming years. He's got to do something this week. I'm not saying go for the win, but top 5, top 10, good battles. If he does that, then maybe they'll get some eyes on him. But I do think that inexperience with running up front, it's not going to work out well this weekend.
Yeah, he really just is. He just reminds me of Matt Benedetto so much.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. Like Matty D was always like, if I'm getting a fair chance, if I'm given a fair chance and good equipment, and I wouldn't say Matty D ever even had good equipment. He was in the '95 car, and that he almost won in that car, and he was decent in the 21. But look at the 21 car hasn't been good since Ryan Blaney's been in that car. So I don't even think Matty D ever got a real fair chance. But fuck that guy. But yeah, this one's gonna be interesting. I think they're his goal for this week obviously is to run all laps, but it's also I think you got to aim for a top 10. You have to. I think that is like the bare minimum right there. You are in a Cup Champions car. This is the best chance you have ever had. Um, you, I think top 10 is the bare minimum, and if he can't do that, I don't know. He's been see even with Josh Berry when Josh Berry stepped in the race car. Josh Berry was running top 10 when he stepped in, but Josh Berry didn't have the Cup experience before, so it wasn't really expected of him to go out there and run top 10. Corey LaJoie's been in the Cup Series for a long time now, so he has Cup experience. So I think that the pressure is going to be on him even more, and that's why I'm saying top 10 has to be the bare minimum for Sunday. Otherwise, I just think this is a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I agree with you right there, buddy. Alrighty, and for this weekend for Gateway, it's looking like it's going to be another projected sellout for the track. I mean, that's just great to see.
Yeah, I enjoyed our time at Gateway last year. I'm sure you and Pat will have a good time again. I just hope that they did something to those concessions, got
Yeah,
more or something because that was absolute disaster last year trying to get food before the race.
yeah, that absolutely sucked. I looked on their website; you can bring food in, so that's what we're doing this year.
Yeah, yeah, that's smart. You save yourself from having to get a $17 burger and fries. So,
Yeah, or even miss the start of the race like I did
yeah,
last year.
and you braved it out. You braved it out for food, and I was just like, yeah, I don't care. I'll eat afterwards. But
Yeah, oof.
that was
What a
ridiculous.
what a nightmare. But let's get into Charlotte this past weekend. We had all 3 series running at the track at NASCAR's hometown. We had Corey Heim holding off Carson Hocevar to win stage 1, and then Hocevar won stage 2. So those are great playoff points for him as he's already locked in the playoffs from that win from Texas. We had Zane Smith. Bad luck for him. He got sideways coming out of turn 4, crashed into Guess who? Haley Deegan. She's just a crash magnet, man. But
Yeah.
just sucks for Zane Smith. He's kind of been in a lull lately. Hasn't
Yeah,
really
the
shown a
slump.
lot of speed, and yeah, big slump for him right now. So yeah, hate to see that for Zane.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, and then Ben Rhodes got it done for the first time this year. Good to see him back in victory lane. He always puts on a good celebration.
Oh yeah, he still holds the greatest celebration of all time, the
Oh yeah.
greatest post race press conference of all time. But yeah, always good to see Benjamin get the victory lane. It's always with Ben. It's almost like he's got a fast truck, but he just doesn't have that winning truck. But hey, he showed out uh, at the hometown track on Saturday night, or on Friday night. So that was good stuff from Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see that for the 99. Let's go on to Xfinity. We had Allgaier lead the field to green, and this thing got washed out. They had to move it over to Monday. Started Monday morning, and once we had the competition caution come out, lap 25, rain started coming back down. So I'm really starting to think that vortex theory from DW was true, man. Once they stopped racing, it started raining.
It started raining. Yeah, that was a long day on Monday. Long
Yeah,
day.
yeah, it was. They restarted at the end of stage one. Ty Gibbs took it. Then rain came back and they had to move the rest of the race after the Cup Series race. So afterwards, we'll definitely get into the Cup Series race. So I want to finish off the Xfinity race here. We had Ty Gibbs winning stage two. I mean, this guy just back in the Xfinity Series doing his damn thing and just taking the lead and just running away with it.
That's what he does. Yeah, I don't think anybody was surprised about that.
Yeah, not one bit. Trouble for Sam Mayer in the one car spinning after getting loose in turn two, hitting the wall. Just ending any kind of contention that he had for this race. And
Hey, at
then,
least it wasn't Brandon Jones this week.
yeah, right.
Brandon Jones survived for once.
Yeah. And then Junior Motorsports, they did get it done with Justin Allgaier. So cool to see Allgaier get it done at Charlotte.
I think I want to say that's Junior Motorsports. That's their first win on the season. It took them a while
Yeah.
this year.
They've had
Not
a
not
lot of
having
trouble
not
this year.
not having Noah Gregson driving their race cars anymore. Yeah, it took them a while, but yeah, if there was one guy who was going to get it, it was going to be the Gator man. He's been probably him and I want to say him and Josh Berry have been they've been the two guys at Junior Motorsports this year. I think Allgaier's been the most consistent. So yeah, it's fitting that he's the first one to go to victory lane for those guys. So yeah, good to see JRM back in the win column. But I will say, as much as I don't like Carson Hocevar, he made for some great rain delay
Oh, yeah.
entertainment. when they just gave the plan was just to interview him, and then he just took the mic and he just went around interviewing driver after driver, and that was good stuff right there. As
Yeah,
much as I do not like, as much as I do not like the guy, he's pretty funny.
yeah. I mean, Carson Hocevar, the driver, kind of sucks, but the guy, he's pretty damn funny behind the mic. So if racing doesn't work out, man, we can get him into the Fox Sports as a pit reporter. Who knows?
Well, fuck, he took that Spire car. I want to say he finished in the top 10 somewhere.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
he's got two top 10s on the year in the Xfinity Series in both of his starts.
Yeah,
He
I
finished
think.
sixth at Darlington.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think if
think
they give him a
he
full
got.
time ride in Xfinity, he
I
could do
think he
well.
could be a case. He's got to do is he's got to stop right hooking people, and once we can get past that immature level of Carson Hocevar, and stop wearing a stupid fucking big hat, get over yourself. Once he matures, I mean, those are two very solid races for him. And he could be one of those guys where he might not be able to find it in trucks, but once he gets up into the Xfinity Series, he could propel himself. I mean, look at Harrison Burton was able to do. Harrison Burton was dog shit in the Truck Series, and look at what he was in the Xfinity Series. So
Yeah, he had a pretty good
he
Xfinity career.
you just never know. And before we move on any further, I will say going back to so with him driving the 7 car on Sunday, I just think it's so funny that the guy who's right hooked 3 guys in the last year is going to get an opportunity to drive a Cup car because of another guy right hooking another guy.
Yeah.
I find that hilarious.
Yeah,
How that all
NASCAR Chasm, he put like all the parallels together and it was pretty funny because yeah. But I mean, good
but
for
yeah,
Carson. Good opportunity for him on Sunday.
once if he could stop just being an immature little prick all the time, he drove a damn good race
Yeah.
on Monday. He was fast. His pit crew kind of fucked him all the time, always sending him to the back. But other than that, he was always up in the top 10, and he came over the top 10 finish. So stop being an immature little prick and see what that'll get you.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, so let's get into the Cup Series race, the Coca-Cola 600. We had William Byron leading the field to green. Qualifying practice got rained out, and we had early trouble for Jimmy Johnson. It just seems like this guy cannot get it going with these Cup Series races. I think he only ran one lap at Circuit of the Americas, and I think this wasn't even like 20 laps or something, and he hit the wall and pretty much ended any kind of contention that he had. And then laps later, the other two Legacy Motor Club cars, Eric Jones and Noah Gragson, both ran over debris that broke their radiators. So all three cars had to go in the garage at the same time. What the hell is that?
Their legacy, they need to take whatever notes, whatever setups they have, they need to kick them all in the dumpster. They have not been very good this year at all.
Yeah.
Eric Jones was very good last year for when he was still when they were the petty GMS, but that is not translated this year. Yeah, they're slow. They're
Yeah.
slow. They got to figure. I really did. It's their first year with Jimmy a part of the team, so I think it'll take a little bit of time. And I really do think that them moving to Toyota next year is going to help them out a little bit. But man, I did not expect this. And poor Jimmy, man, crashed in the Daytona 500, doesn't even turn a lap at Coda, and now this was Jimmy Johnson's playground. Charlotte was Jimmy Johnson's playground, and he was nowhere near being a contender. He's like, give it up already, man.
Yeah. Not good to see for the 84. But we had William Byron. He won stage 2 after a drag race with Christopher Bell. Pretty good there. And then we had Chase Elliott spinning Denny Hamlin. I mean, we already talked about it. Chase Elliott suspended for Gateway, and yeah, just not a smart move on the nine's part at all.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it. It just comes down to the safety aspect of it, like that. There's other ways to show a guy on the racetrack that you're pissed off at him, but to right hook him, that's
Yeah.
dangerous and no place for it in the sport.
Yeah, give him a
And
bump and spin him in the turn, but just not on the straightaway. That's how people get hurt.
that's how they get hurt. We saw it last year with Bubba and Kyle. Bubba served his suspension, and Chase will serve his, and we'll go from there. He'll sit his ass on the couch.
Yep. All right, and Busher won the next stage. That RFK had a lot of speed throughout this race. It was really good to see for these two cars. It's been day and night from last season to this season.
Yeah, it's just been day and night since Brad Keselowski took over this team. Essentially, I mean,
Yeah.
look at what Roush Fenway Racing was. They were the laughing stock of NASCAR. Probably since Carl Edwards left, and yeah, but they struggled last year. But they still, even with the struggle last year, Chris Buescher still found victory lane at Bristol. But yeah, this year they're on it. But unfortunately, that didn't last very long for them in this race. As just a couple laps after stage 4 got underway, went from highest to highest to lowest to lows for old RFK.
Yep. All right, and we had Ryan Blaney winning stage 3. And then we had Kevin Harvick spinning. He was having a hot and cold day. He started on the front row and just dropped like a rock. And he would come up in the pack some points, but man, after contact with Tyler Reddick, he spun. No damage, but pretty much just took him out of the front for any kind of win.
Yeah, I mean, he sucked at the beginning of it. All those Stewart Haas racing cars suck ass in the beginning. I mean, hell, you got Chase Briscoe going a lap down within the first 20 laps of the race, and just all the SHR cars are bad. But as the race progressed, then Kevin Harvick out of nowhere, I'm gonna take the lead of this thing, and he was up there in the top 5 and all of that before the contact with Reddick. So they got that car running good, but yeah, that was tough to see.
Yeah, definitely. And then we had Kyle Larson spinning in turn 2, collected a few guys, Joey Logano, Ty Gibbs, pretty much ending Ty Gibbs' day. So yeah, some more bad luck for Kyle Larson this year. I mean, he just got the win at North Wilkesboro last weekend, and now he's back to wrecking cars again.
It's been a struggle. It seems like Kyle Larson, he just can't put one of these things together. Because he's fast. He's fast every week. He's got a race winning car every single week. But he keeps getting caught up in shit.
Yeah, either he's causing it or he's getting wrecked. Yeah, either way, Kyle Larson, he's a magnet right now. But let's talk about the man of the hour, Ryan Blaney, snapping his 59 race winless streak in the Coca-Cola 600. That was a hell of a victory for old YRB, holding off his future brother-in-law, William Byron. But pretty
It was a
damn cool.
Good day for the family.
Yeah, good day for Aaron Blaney, man. Body Armor got back into victory lane with Ryan Blaney with that cool ass paint scheme that they had going on there. But definitely just awesome to see Ryan Blaney back in victory lane. We know that this is a guy that knows how to win. So much shit always gets in his way, but finally got one of the biggest crown jewels in NASCAR.
I just love to see the you never see Ryan Blaney get emotional like that. Like he is a hothead when he is in the seat. Listening to his radio. Oh, good Lord. You would never expect it. You would never expect it from a guy like him. But yeah, he doesn't show that much emotion. So what he did, he was very emotional last night. You could just tell how much that win meant for him. And that win meant a lot for him, but that win meant a lot for Ford because Ford has struggled all season long. It was just like, where are the Fords? Where are the Fords? Where are the Fords? But hey, Ryan Blaney, he was fast all day. He didn't back his way into this one. He put on ass whooping. He was always up front, and yeah, he was the man to beat. And man, I know that one felt good for him because it had been a while since his last one. And like you said, Ryan Blaney, he's in contention to win some of these races, but it's just something always seemed to happen to him. And he was just always that guy. He was always just there. But now this could open up some eyes. This could open up some stuff for him. And he just like Truex. All it took was for Truex to get one, and look at the season that he's having now. So
yeah,
who knows? Now that Blaney's got this one, he could take off. So, very, very, very impressive win for Ryan Blaney, and that was a crowd favorite for sure.
Yeah, what a great day for the captain, Roger Penske. Joseph Newgarden wins the Indy 500, and then Ryan Blaney wins the Coke 600. So cool. Saw Joseph Newgarden go into the crowd after he won the 500, and then Ryan Blaney did the same thing. He wanted to honor that Penske win. And Penske's never done it before where they won both races.
Yep. First time for Roger Penske winning both the Indy 500 and the Coke 600. On the same
day.
Chip
did it first.
Chip did it first. But yeah, Joseph Newgarden, he set the celebration for everybody this weekend. Mm-hmm. Him doing it. Ryan Blaney did it. Fuck, Justin Allgaier even got up there and did it after he won the Xfinity race. So that was just the move of the weekend right there. But yeah, awesome for Ryan Blaney. Man, did he need that one.
Yeah, definitely. Been almost 2 years. I think it was Daytona 2021 when he got his last victory. So, yeah, definitely good to see old 12er back in victory lane. First win for him in the next gen car.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. All right, buddy. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up for our Charlotte review show. Got anything else to add? I know we had a lot to talk about this past weekend with the whole Elliott Denny news.
Are we just not going to mention the shove? The Bacon Man?
Oh, that's right. I mean, honestly, dude, with the whole Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin thing, and Ryan Blaney winning, I mean, that happened so long ago yesterday. We had so many crazy red flags. I mean, yeah, and we had Eric Almirola shoving Bubba Wallace after the during the red flag. I don't know what Bubba said to him. Eric Almirola said he was cursing and flipping him off, but I guess he's real sensitive about that stuff. Can't take it.
I guess so. And then you had the SHR account. Even Tony Stewart was like, "Wow, it takes a lot to get Eric mad." So I wonder what he said to him.
Yeah.
Here's what can get Eric mad: his disappointing, failing career that he's had as a race car driver. That maybe that's what Bubba said to him. But yeah, that was crazy. It took Fox forever to report on that. There was some video on Twitter, and then that thing blew up, and then everybody was talking about it.
I think they were just trying to get permission from the person on Twitter to use their video, probably.
I'm sure. But yeah, it'd be typical Fox to totally miss something like that. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that was lap like 200 or something during that red flag. So they still had 200 miles. They still had 200 laps to go in that race. So yeah, that was crazy to see. But that's 600 miles. That's a long race. The tempers are gonna flare in this one, and it for sure did in this one.
Oh yeah,
that was one of the craziest. That was one of the craziest Coke 600s. We thought last year's were crazy. Nah, this one took the cake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was a memorable one. We'll be talking about this one forever.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that will wrap it up for us here at the Stock Car Spectacle. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure to check us out on Twitter and Instagram. And if you haven't yet, make sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel. So I'm Ian Jordan.
I'm Nick Kinzel.
And we'll see you guys next time.